Pharma marketing strategy has become overwhelmingly complex for marketeers. Now, I don't know if that's because we've never really stepped back and thought about our strategic process, or if it's because there's so many buzzwords and so much confusion around their definition that everyone is trying to do the same thing differently. The first thing that's really important is to have a clear brand strategy, a clear controlling idea that helps all of your cross-functional teams and your customers understand what your brand stands for, what problem it's trying to solve, and what it's going to achieve. The next thing to do is articulate that strategy really clearly on a single page so that everybody can refer to it and make sure that everything they're doing is going back to that strategy as a single-minded idea. Now, when we think about our tactical approach and our content, I think it's really important that we break this down into two key areas. The first is content strategy, and that tells us what we're trying to communicate to people. And the second is engagement strategy. That tells us how we're going to deliver that content. Most people in pharma are still obsessed with omnichannel, so that's why I'm going to focus on engagement strategy first rather than content strategy, because that's completely its own thing. Now, when we think about engagement strategy, I'd encourage you to break it down into two key areas: inbound engagement and outbound engagement. Inbound gives you depth of engagement and an opportunity to change behavior over time. Outbound gives you reach and memory structures around your content messaging. In healthcare, especially if you're targeting healthcare professionals, you're going to need both if you want growth and impact for your brand. If you use inbound and outbound separately, you can come up with initiatives and tactics that fit into each of the categories. For example, inbound helps you say to the customer, "Hey, let me tell you about something valuable so that you come closer to me, you trust me." And when you think about your outbound initiatives and tactics, that's where you're saying, "Hey, don't forget we exist. This is what we stand for, and here's some information about us and our product." If you can provide both these types of tactics at once, then you're going to have a really great brand, you're going to engage your customers, and you're going to be able to take them on a journey. Now, obviously, there's a lot of steps to come up with a great content strategy and a great engagement plan. If you want to learn more about that, then head over to brandcasthealth.com/resources, and you'll find out all sorts of different tips and tricks to help you with content strategy and engagement strategy. If you want to learn more about how I've developed a new process to help you with content and engagement, then send me a DM and I'll be happy to connect.